I'm Katie. My Tantra uses your body sound frequencies to take you to full body orgasm. Have a listen to these clients, Liela and Mark. I can't believe that the entire world is invested in turning Tantra into just a sex service, degrading you, the client, and hypnotizing the women into believing they are goddesses and priestesses. Some of them even call themselves doctors while massaging your genitals and teaching you how to hold back ejaculation. That is absolutely bizarre. Then followed by Michael Tellenger, the expert in energy resonance, author and researcher of ancient civilizations, that helps to make sense of energy vibrations that all my clients speak about. There are damaging vibrations and healing vibrations, just like drugs, that have damaging side effects, damaging our cells, our brain, our tissues. There are also unwanted vibrations that all other Tantra are caught up in while they're focusing on reaction. Connect with the vibrations that bring you closer to you and your partner and your life, the life-giving pulse and resonance within your body. Know the difference between the vibrations that are taking you away from consciousness and conscious living and ones that are being caught up and then be in the next high or the next fix.
Muscle orgasm. Oh wow,
It's amazing.
Yeah, I had a full body orgasm without you touching my genital area, you know, and that's amazing, you know, and yeah, it's contrary to belief through other websites or, you know, other therapists might say, but I think this is the real deal, yeah, for sure.
You're ready to go to the next phase, and then you put your hand on my heart as well, and I could feel coming, and I think I had from orgasm, the vagina, from the perineal area to my abdominal area to my stomach area to my heart to up to my head, and I could feel that sparkles, and I was feeling like I was sparkling inside me.
Into orgasm,
yes,
rather than the G-spot stimulation that we tend to hear about.
Yes, no. It was weird because, yes, I could feel it vibrating from down to up, but the vibration, how can I say, I felt first in my abdomen, and then I felt coming from below to upwards, but you only touched on my solar plexus, yes, on my stomach area. Yes. Yeah.
Sound source is also the inspiration for all the religions in the world, the great religions, and the most recognized religious symbols. This is from the guys that developed the cymoscope. I normally show the cymoscope, but lack of time. So look at this 3D bubble that is created as sound. Remember, sound is a three-dimensional thing. From the pop, it goes in all directions. It's not a wave on a piece of paper. It's a three-dimensional effect that keeps amplifying itself and goes on and on and on. Just because you can't hear it anymore doesn't mean it's not necessarily there. So here's a three-dimensional bubble that's created at the sound, but look on the right-hand side at the cross-section of it. What do you see? You start seeing one of the most commonly recognized religious symbols. Why did the religions choose the symbols? Because when you drill right into the middle of this, what seems to be at the very source of sound, the pop, or that moment, instant of pop, this is what you get. Oh boy, do I recognize this interesting symbol. And this is where you realize when the ancient cultures carved these intricate things into rock, they weren't just imagining things, they understood that sound was the source and how sound can create and levitate and manifest shape and form. And that's why they carved hundreds of thousands of these crosses in circles. And not only did they carve it, but it's also recognized by ancient cultures. In southern Africa, it's known as Mabona, the Lord of Light. Lord of Light, sound and light, the creator of all things, the source of all things. And you see this shape repeat itself in some of the most popular religious symbols, like the Coptic and the pagan crosses. You see the sacred geometric patterns imitate themselves in these symbols. It becomes very interesting because now you know where they get the symbols from. It all comes from sound. What does this have to do with ancient civilizations and evolution of consciousness? Well, everything, because the ancient cultures understood this. They understood the process, they understood the source, and they used the source of sound as a source of energy. And this is what my discoveries show in South Africa. The resonating chambers for creation of energy, that's what the pyramids were. Many researchers are starting to reach that conclusion, that they were actually resonating cavities to create huge amounts of energy. And they would have looked something like this. What's also clear to me, the more research I do, especially at the sites in South Africa, realizing that we're dealing with sound and light, that they probably used light to activate some of these sound devices